Hello and welcome back. For today's session, we're going to talk about used to. Now, there are three different structures of used to in the English language. Let's start off. The first. In this structure, we use the verb to be plus used to. This is used to talk about things which are normal, typical, or usual. For example, I am used to waking up or getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Or Karen is used to working 12 hours a day. So we're talking about things which are normal, usual, or typical. Let's take a look at the second structure. In this one, we use the verb to get. In other words, to get used to something. Here, we talk about the process of change. For example, if you go to England and you have never driven on the left, you need a few days to get used to driving on the left. And after 2-3 days, you can say, I am used to driving on the left. It is normal or typical. But you need some time to get used to driving on the left. The process of change. There are two other examples on the board. You need a few days to get used to the weather. Again, referring to the process of change. Let's move on to the third. As you can see, with the third used to, there is no get and there is no be used to. This structure is used to talk about things that you did in the past, things you regularly did in the past, but you don't do today. Now, for example, I quit smoking about 3 years ago. If somebody asks me if I smoked, I would say, no, I don't, but I used to smoke. Or I used to live in Florida. I used to drive a Porsche, for example. We used to drive a BMW. Peter used to live in Florida. Things that you regularly did in the past but don't do today. Now there's something else which is very important when you learn these three structures. In the expressions to be used to and to get used to, the to is a preposition, like in, on, at, with, or of, etc., etc. The rule here is, after the preposition, that verb has to come in the ing form. You remember my examples just a few moments ago. I am used to getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Or, I got used to driving on the left. In the expression used to, the one without get or be, the to is the infinitive of the verb, which means that we do not use an ing form after the to. I used to smoke. I used to live in Florida. I hope you've learned something today. If you have, feel free to subscribe, send me a mail to the address you see below, and I hope to welcome you back some other time. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.